8 pieces remained. The surprising part is not how little was left. It is how many outfits became easier once everything else disappeared. That is the promise behind a French capsule wardrobe. Fewer clothes, more usable combinations. But most capsule lists misunderstand what creates that result. Because 8 individually timeless pieces can still create a terrible capsule. Classic is a description of the garment. Compatibility is a relationship. If you are new here, welcome to Daily Fashion Decoded. We decode why stylish choices work, so you can dress with intelligence, not instinct. Here is the real mechanism. A capsule piece earns permanent space when adding it makes several other garments you already own easier to wear. So these 8 pieces are not a French shopping costume. They are 8 different types of connector. That distinction changes the entire wardrobe. Start with the first connection problem: structure. Many soft everyday clothes are comfortable alone, but together they can lose a clear outer shape. This is why the blazer survives. Not because blazers are eternally chic, but because one outer frame can reorganize several softer combinations. But the tiny fitted office blazer fails this test. Its narrow shoulder and short body often accept fewer layers and fewer contexts. Do not ask, is this blazer classic? Put it over your tee, shirt, knit, and dress. Count how often the frame still works. Now the question changes. Structure solved one problem. But a capsule also needs garments that move between formality levels without changing their identity. That is the white shirt's real job. White is not magically elegant. The shirt works because its styling range is unusually wide. Button it beneath tailoring and the lines become controlled. Open the collar and roll the sleeves. The same fabric enters a different social context. Compare that with a ruffled statement blouse. Beautiful, perhaps, but its neckline, volume, and decoration have already made several styling decisions for you. For your capsule shirt, test movement rather than mythology. Can it tuck, layer, open, and roll without the garment fighting each adjustment? We have structure and formality range. The third problem is visual interruption. Pieces that attract so much attention they restrict what can sit beside them. This explains dark straight denim. The point is not that every woman needs one silhouette. The point is reducing unnecessary denim-specific instructions. Put the same navy blazer and loafer with heavily distressed denim, then clean dark denim. Only the jean changes. Watch the outfit settle. A louder jean may be more expressive. That is not the issue. We are measuring connection power, not deciding which garment has more personality. Here is your denim test. Change every garment around the jeans. If the denim keeps demanding one shoe or one jacket, notice that restriction. But compatibility has another failure point. Many wardrobes connect casual pieces beautifully and professional pieces beautifully, then collapse everywhere between those two lives. This is where fluid, tailored trousers earn their place. They are not merely another bottom. They create a middle register many closets are missing. The same trouser can take a white shirt toward work, a fine knit toward dinner, or a tee beyond the visual limits of denim. Notice that the trouser's movement matters. A rigid corporate pair can drag every top toward a fifth wear. Fluidity allows the surrounding garment more influence. And black is not automatically the answer. The useful neutral is whichever color forms the most relationships with the palette you already repeat. So far, every connector has expanded combinations visually. But there is a brutal exception. A versatile garment you physically avoid has zero practical versatility. That is why fine knitwear must pass a wearability test before a styling test. Pilling, itching, stretched cuffs, and impossible care erase theoretical usefulness. A restrained crew neck works because its neckline and thickness leave space. It can become a top, underlayer, overlayer, or temporary outer layer. This is a useful shift. Stop counting how many outfits a piece photographs well in. Count how many hours you willingly keep wearing it. Because permanence is behavioral, the garment has to return to your body repeatedly. Otherwise, timeless is simply a compliment hanging inside your closet. Now we reach the most mythologized piece here, the trench. French capsule content often treats beige outerwear as proof that you understood Paris. Ignore the mythology. The trench survives when it connects weather to wardrobe, covering several silhouettes without forcing the clothes underneath into one aesthetic. Over denim, its length adds a vertical boundary. Over tailoring, the softer coat relaxes the suit. Over a dress, it contains movement. But beige is not the mechanism. If beige disconnects from your complexion or wardrobe palette, navy, olive, or chocolate may perform the job better. This is where copying French essentials becomes dangerous. You can buy the correct object and still choose the wrong version of its function. The sixth mechanism is not about clothes at all. It happens at your feet, where otherwise coherent outfits often split into incompatible levels of formality. Wear dark jeans and a white shirt with athletic sneakers. Then change only the shoe to loafers. The outfit's formality suddenly meets in the middle. That does not make loafers superior shoes. It makes a refined flat useful when sneakers feel too casual and heels introduce more formality than needed. Loafer, ballet flat, or sleek low boot. The category can change. What matters is whether your shoe closes the gap your wardrobe repeatedly creates. And comfort is non-negotiable. A painful flat may connect every outfit on paper while spending its actual life untouched behind your sneakers. We have reached 7 pieces, and you may notice something. Every large garment solved a large relationship. The 8th solves several tiny ones. The leather belt can echo a shoe, define a trouser waist, or control shirt volume. Small intervention, but repeated across many combinations. This is why accessories matter differently inside a capsule. Their value is not always attention. Sometimes one repeated detail quietly joins separate garment decisions. Now count what happened. The blazer added structure. The shirt moved formality. Denim reduced interruption. Trousers bridged lifestyles. Knitwear expanded layers. The trench connected weather. The flat connected formality at the foot. The belt repaired small visual gaps. 8 pieces, 8 relationship jobs. That is why I left out the Breton stripe, little black dress, and silk scarf. Iconic French status does not automatically create connection power. If you never wear dresses, a little black dress is not timeless for you. It is a classic answer to someone else's question. If stripes dominate every combination, the Breton top may create fewer useful repetitions than a solid knit. Recognition can sometimes reduce flexibility. Here is the test most capsule lists skip. Take one candidate piece and ask, how many existing garments become more wearable because this entered? Do not count imaginary outfits requiring 3 future purchases. Count combinations you could wear tomorrow, in your climate, to places you genuinely visit. Then reverse the test. Remove the piece. If several outfits immediately become harder, you have probably found a genuine connector in your wardrobe. This also explains why repetition is essential. A connector only creates value when you allow it to appear Monday, Friday, and again next week. The supporting garments change around it. Denim becomes trousers. Shirt becomes knit. Loafers become boots. The repeated piece makes those changes feel connected. Fashion content often treats repetition as a creativity failure, but a wardrobe becomes recognizable precisely because some decisions stop being renegotiated every morning. This is the deeper French lesson worth borrowing. Not a beige coat or striped shirt, but permission to let useful decisions become familiar. Before buying these 8, audit your own wardrobe by function. You may already own the connector, just under a completely different fashion name. Maybe your structure piece is suede. Maybe your weather bridge is wool. Maybe your everyday flat is a boot because winter defines your life. The names can change because the mechanism stays stable. Each permanent piece should reduce friction between several other parts of your real wardrobe. So when a piece calls itself timeless, ignore the label for a moment. Place it beside your clothes and make it prove the relationship. A French capsule is not powerful because 8 classics survive the edit. It works when 8 connectors make the rest of your wardrobe easier. Keep the pieces that keep creating possibilities. That is how fewer clothes become more wardrobe. Style isn't what you wear. It's what you've understood.